Last year, a 71-year-old woman from Phoenix arrived at the airport confident she had done everything right. She arrived early, packed carefully, and followed the same routine she'd used for decades. Yet before her plane ever left the ground, she was hit with $127 in surprise fees. What went wrong? Nothing dramatic, nothing reckless, just one outdated habit she didn't realize airports had quietly turned into a trap. And she's not alone. Over the past 2 years, airlines and airports have changed dozens of policies. Quietly, no announcements, no warnings, just new systems that punish travelers who rely on old habits. After reviewing hundreds of complaints, TSA data, and first-hand reports from travelers over 60, one pattern became painfully clear. Seniors are losing the most money, simply because no one told them the rules changed. Here are the 12 most costly airport mistakes seniors keep making, and how to avoid every single one. Number 1. Skipping online check-in. One of the biggest traps many seniors fall into is thinking they can just check in at the airport like they always have. However, skipping online check-in puts you at the bottom of the priority list. Airlines are more likely to bump these passengers first when flights are overbooked, which happens more often than you might think. A couple from Tampa recently learned this lesson when they showed up 2 hours early for an anniversary cruise connection, only to be bumped to a flight 6 hours later, causing them to miss their ship. Online check-in locks in your seat often improves your boarding position and marks you as a confirmed traveler in the system. Make it a habit to set a reminder for 24 hours before your departure and check in the moment it opens. Number 2. Using a tiny document pouch. A small zippered pouch for your passport and boarding pass might feel organized, but it's actually a significant security risk and a practical nightmare. These small items are easily misplaced, left behind in a security bin, or targeted by thieves because they are so easy to grab and disappear. One traveler shared how she left her small pouch in a security bin, and by the time she realized it 20 minutes later, it was gone forever. For seniors, fumbling for tiny items can be especially stressful at busy checkpoints. Instead, consider using a neck wallet worn under your shirt or a zippered jacket pocket that stays close against your body. Number 3. Not weighing bags before leaving home. Nothing throws a wrench into your travel morning quite like arriving at the airport only to discover your suitcase is over the weight limit. Most seniors don't realize how quickly weight adds up with everyday items. A full-size shampoo, conditioner, and body wash can add almost 3 pounds. A hardcover book adds another pound, and even an extra pair of just-in-case shoes can weigh 2 pounds. This often leads to repacking in front of strangers or paying hefty overage fees, which can be $100 or more. A simple, inexpensive luggage scale can save you money and stress. Weigh every bag at home before you leave. Number 4. Ignoring seat maps before booking. Clicking Confirm Seat without glancing at the seat map is a common mistake that can leave you stuck in a miserable spot. Imagine an 8-hour flight right next to a noisy lavatory with no window, no recline, and a broken power outlet. Many travelers don't know that seat maps are readily available before you book. Often through airline apps or sites like Seat Guru, these tools show you exactly which seats to avoid, highlighting issues like broken recliners, missing windows, or extra narrow spaces near galleys. For seniors, a comfortable seat can make a huge difference in avoiding stiffness, swelling, and overall fatigue. Paying a little extra for an aisle seat, or one with more legroom, can be a worthwhile investment for your comfort and health. Number 5. Overlooking pre-booked assistance. Many seniors who could benefit from airport assistance hesitate to request it because they don't want to feel like a burden or appear weak. However, major airports often involve walking over a mile between security and some gates, which can be exhausting for anyone, especially those with arthritis, knee problems, or limited stamina. Refusing wheelchair assistance can lead to unnecessary fatigue, dizziness, and even missed connections. Pre-booking wheelchair services flags your reservation 48 hours in advance, ensuring staff are ready for you upon arrival. Number 6. Arriving too early or too late. Travel guides often advise arriving 3 hours early for international flights and 2 hours for domestic. But this advice can be outdated and even counterproductive for seniors. Arriving excessively early means sitting in uncomfortable airport chairs for hours, potentially eating overpriced, unhealthy food, and wearing yourself out before you even board. For older adults, this pre-flight fatigue can make the flight itself much harder. While it is important to allow enough time, modern security is often faster than it used to be. Unless it's a peak travel day, like Thanksgiving week, 2 hours is generally plenty for domestic flights, and 2.5 hours for international. If you have mobility issues or need wheelchair assistance, adding a 30-minute buffer is wise. Number 7. Wearing complicated shoes or clothing. This might sound trivial, but wearing complicated shoes or clothes can turn airport security into a stressful and humiliating experience. TSA often requires shoe removal for standard screening, and struggling with tight boots, intricate straps, or complicated laces can hold up the line, causing stress and glares from other passengers. Seniors with flexibility issues or back problems find this particularly difficult. Opt for slip-on shoes with minimal jewelry and light, breathable layers. Number 8. Mismanaging medications. This is one of the most critical mistakes for seniors. Many fail to pack their medications correctly, leading to major security delays or even confiscation. Medications should always be carried in your carry-on bag, never in checked luggage, in case your checked bag gets lost. For prescription liquids or medically necessary gels, you do not have to fit them into the small quart-sized bag as part of the 311 rule, but you must declare them to a TSA officer for inspection. Keep all prescription medications in their original containers with pharmacy labels visible. Bring a copy of your prescriptions or a letter from your doctor listing all medications, dosages, and the prescribing physician's contact information. Number 9. Not sanitizing high-touch surfaces. Airports are known breeding grounds for bacteria, and one of the dirtiest surfaces isn't the restroom, but the plastic TSA bins used for security screening. Studies have even shown that security bins carry more germs than airport toilet seats. Everyone tosses their shoes, belts, phones, and bags into them, and they are rarely cleaned between uses. The second dirtiest spot is often your airplane tray table, where people eat, sleep, and sometimes even change diapers. Many seniors make the mistake of eating snacks or touching their face right after security without sanitizing their hands. Always pack antibacterial wipes in your carry-on. Number 10. Using outdated or heavy luggage. Heavy, hard-shell suitcases might have made sense years ago, but in modern airports, they are a senior's worst enemy. Modern airports often mean long walks, crowded terminals, and frequent lifting, all of which can be physically taxing. A 30-pound empty suitcase becomes torture after just 100 yards, and adding clothes can mean wrestling 60 pounds or more through an obstacle course. This strain on your joints and back can lead to injuries even before your trip begins. The solution is lightweight spinner luggage, ideally under 8 pounds when empty. 4-wheel spinners glide effortlessly in any direction, reducing the physical exertion significantly. If your suitcase has only 2 wheels, it's time for an upgrade, as 2-wheel bags require you to tip and drag them, putting stress on your wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Navigating today's airports doesn't have to be a source of stress or anxiety, especially for seniors. By being aware of these common pre-flight mistakes and taking a few proactive steps, you can significantly improve your travel experience. From checking in online to smartly packing your medications and utilizing available assistance, these simple adjustments can make all the difference. Remember, confidence comes from preparation. We hope these tips help you feel more prepared and relaxed for your next adventure. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more essential travel advice. What's your top airport tip that you wish you knew sooner? Share it in the comments below to help out your fellow travelers.